Good Thursday morning, foggers. I hope everybody's doing well. Staying dry on a dark, rainy day here in Miami today. So yeah, I'm doing the car video today. I had to drop off my son somewhere, and now I'm at a doctor's visit, and just going through life, right? Doing the things that we need to do. So what I bring you today, just some followers that started that I requested, some that started following me yesterday, and some things that God put on my heart were, let's retouch the anger issue, right? And we tend to make the smallest things the biggest things, right? We blow up, we don't get past it very quick. It takes us a while, right? Kind of ruins the beginning of our day or wherever it was that we had our anger issue. I talked about the other day the guy that cut me off while I was going to the beach, and it put a damper pretty much on everything that day. So, but anyway, I thought that two things. We're gonna go over contact and communicate, right? You don't have to be a supervisor. You don't have to be a high-ranking official. The common officer, right? The dispatcher, the firefighter, the nurses, because we have nurses on here. You amongst yourself need to start polling people. And what I talk about polling people is just contact and communicate. Just simple. It doesn't have to be anything formal. It doesn't have to be cringy, like my son would say. Just say, man, what's going on? How are you, right? Look at the people that are not able to look at you face to face in your eyes. Look at the people that tend to be a little bit more isolated. If you know what's going on in their life, a lot of times, like, hey, I'm going through a divorce, I'm getting separated, my son's been sick, my daughter, God forbid, all these things, right? We talk a lot at work. We're very intimate in our details, right? Because we get along and we know who we are, right? We know the animal. So we should be talking to each other. You don't have to have rank. You don't have to be, quote unquote, more important than God himself, right? We're important to us, okay? This is about you, me, us, right? And we. So, you need to start talking to, if you're a supervisor and you're listening to this, do the right thing, all right? Don't fall into this whole nonsense that's going on of ignoring what's going on, right? Don't tell me you love me, show me you love me, right? You need to be talking to your staff, to your officers, and just conversation. What's going on? How are you doing? Is everything okay? What could be better, right? And when people tell you stuff, believe it. Okay, when people verbalize things, believe it. Okay, don't take it for granted. The other thing that I wanted to hit on is in our families, going back to the anger issue. Some of us that have, kids, sons or daughters, you'd be surprised if you ask them. And I covered this way probably a while back in videos, but just ask them, hey, if you could change mommy or daddy, what would you make better, right? Let's just play like fantasy. What would you make better? And you'd be surprised the answers, okay? And don't be shocked if they tell you, well, you get mad, right? You're always angry, or you blow up, right? Those are the things that and again, don't get upset at those things. That is wisdom coming from your own family, right? If your spouse, significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, has told you that, believe it, okay? They're not being the wrong ones. And the reason why I'm telling you this is, a lot of times in the world of trauma and addictions, we don't see it. And not only do we not see it, we blame others, okay? What I've told you before, the most painfully, brutally honest thing you could do is look in the mirror with an open, honest heart, okay? You need to really analyze things. I know in my life, I'm like, man, am I really the asshole? Is it really me? Sometimes it's not, but your reaction, I can guarantee you, is over and above and way beyond what it should be, and lasts longer than it should. And those are, the side effects of all this trauma and all this shit that we see, right? So, we've talked about that before, but poll your family. Talk to your son or your daughter. If they're older, just have a heart-to-heart with them as an adult. If they're younger, make it, hey, mommy and daddy, if we could do something, like, what would you want? And use it as a tool for them, And again, not telling you how to be a parent, but just telling you to search everything in your life. I continually tell you to search things in your life and in yourself, right? The answers are always in us. You just have to be open to seeing them and being brutally honest and looking in the mirror. There's a lot of times I don't want to look in the mirror. There's been most of my life I didn't love myself. So how could I love anybody else, right? Those are deep things that we need to look into. So today's a brief video. Like I said, I have life myself. I have things that I need to do and stuff, but I always make time for you guys, right? It's us. Only we understand each other, and we got to make things better for the people around us. Poll your people and your families. Contact and communicate with people at work. You don't need to be the quote unquote more important than anybody else or high ranking. Talk to them. Hey, what's going on? Hey, let's get some coffee. What's up? Everything good? And again, look for the people that are isolated. Look for the people that don't want to look at you in their face, right? These are people that are not feeling well about themselves. And if you tell people about your story, and I know some people don't like to do that, but by expressing a little bit about yourself, you don't have to get in great intimate detail. People will feel more comfortable talking to you, okay? I'm always here for you guys. I get tons of messages from you, and I love it. And to the new followers, welcome. See some of the videos, see who we are, what we're about, and welcome aboard, okay? It's a bumpy ride, but it's worth it, okay? God bless you. Thank you. Happy Thursday. And, be safe, all right? 3 a.m. fog.